Hello, everyone. Welcome to Entertainment. And today I'm bringing you sort of an update on the whole Spider-Man MCU, deal that's been going on. And it seems like, I guess it's it. This pretty much confirms that Spider-Man will no longer be in the MCU. I mean, it's even coming from the actor himself, Tom Holland. Now, again, maybe they could reach a deal in the future, but it seems like as of today, yeah, Spider-Man's not going to be in the MCU anymore. All right, first of all, let's get into this article and then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on this. So, okay, this is from Bounding into Comics, of course. Tom Holland discussed the future of Spider-Man after discussions between Disney and Sony broke off to keep Spidey in the MCU. Holland spoke to Entertainment Weekly backstage at D23, which is today actually, or yesterday. Basically, we made five great movies. It's been 5 amazing years. I've had the time of my life. Who knows what the future holds, but all I know is that I'm going to continue playing Spider Man and having the time of my life. Hopefully, he'll actually get to play the real Spider Man, not the Spider Man we've been seeing. He added, "It's going to be so fun however we choose to do it. The future of Spider Man will be different, but it will be equally as awesome and amazing, and we'll find new ways to make it even cooler." No, I'm hoping that it's going to be better because I did not like this version of Spider Man. I did not like this version of Peter Parker. Studios boss Kevin Feige also spoke with Entertainment Weekly and appeared to confirm Spider-Man would no longer be operating within the MCU. I know a lot of people are going to be pissed about that, but to me, I'm actually happy because, like I said, I wasn't a fan of this version of Spider-Man. I'm feeling about Spider-Man gratitude and joy. We got to make 5 films within the MCU with Spider-Man, 2 standalone films, and 3 with the Avengers. It was a dream that I never thought would happen. It was never meant to last forever. We knew there was a finite amount of time that we'd be able to do this, and we told the story we wanted to tell, and I'll always be thankful for that. News broke earlier in the week that Sony, Marvel Studios, and Disney were unable to reach an agreement to keep Spider Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Initial reports indicated that Disney wanted a 50-50 co financing deal, which Sony rejected. Of course, they did, because that's stupid. Other reports indicated they wanted a 30% financing deal. That was also rejected. By the way, this was rejected by Disney. Sony is the one who offered them the 30%. Disney rejected it. Sony did reportedly offer to keep the current deal, which reportedly gives Disney 5% of first dollar gross. Disney rejected that deal because it's Disney and they want money. Sony issued a statement indicating they were disappointed that a deal could not be reached, but placed the blame on Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige. I disagree with that, noting that he had his plate full with the newly acquired Marvel properties from Fox, in which include the X-Men and Fantastic Four. It definitely appears that Spider-Man will be moving forward with Sony in their Spider-Verse. I hope they do. Hold on, let me get rid of this shit. Just it. Um, and will no longer be appearing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Are you excited about Spider-Man leaving the MCU, or are you disappointed that Spidey will no longer be in the MCU? Okay, to answer this question, I'm actually happy. And no, I'm not disappointed because, like I said, I am not a fan of this version of Spider-Man. I'm not a fan. To me, he didn't feel like Peter Parker. He felt like Iron Man Jr. As Young Ripa calls him, Iron Man Jr., which I agree with, by the way. Um, yeah, it seems like as for now, it seems like it's official. Spider-Man will no longer be in the MCU. Now, does this mean he'll never come back to the MCU? Well, I'm not going to say never because who knows? Maybe Sony and Disney could reach a deal sometime in the future. Who knows? Um, so, just to give you my thoughts, the reason why I'm happy about this is because, look, it's I'm not happy with the direction that the MCU is going forward. I'm not happy with it, and considering that D23, the news that we just got from D23, at least when it comes to Marvel, I'm not I'm not really all that excited. And by the way, I think that Disney should have accepted the 30% deal to keep Spider-Man in the MCU, and I'll tell you why. If you think about it, Marvel, where are they right now? All of their heavy hitters are gone. Iron Man's gone, Captain America's gone, The only one they have right now is Thor, and it seems like they're going to be replacing him with She Thor. And it's just, to me, it's disappointing because because I always thought that Marvel would be the only franchise in Hollywood that seemed like it was going to not be involved in any of this crap. I thought that it would be safe from this symbiotic, toxic, incestuous relationship that's known as wokewood. To me, I hate the way Hollywood is today. I hate that most movies today seem like they're only getting greenlit because they're trying to pander to this really small minority, the small, granted very vocal minority, but again, they're the minority. Instead of catering to the majority, they listen to the very vocal minority, which to me I don't even get why. It's like, do they have no one over there to tell them, like, hey guys, do you see these people who keep complaining about what's going on? These are just a very small group of people, like 20 to 30 people at most. Everyone else don't care. They just they go to see movies because they're movies. And it seems like Marvel is just going to be another studio that's going to keep pandering to these people, only bringing in characters if they check certain boxes. Not because it's not even about storytelling anymore, and that's why I'm happy that Spider-Man isn't going to be a part of this, because I don't want him to fall to this. I mean, how long is it going to be before we hear news that Peter Parker is going to have a sex change operation? Huh? How long is it going to be before they bring Gwen Stacy in from an alternate universe, and Peter Parker is going to die, and now Gwen Stacy's going to be your Spider-Man because, you know, she's going to be Spider-Woman now. Yeah, fuck Peter Parker. No, we've got Spider Woman now. I mean, at least in the comics, it takes place in an alternate universe. At least Miles Morales was from an alternate universe, but somehow he came into the main universe, which I never understood that part, by the way. And I'm actually happy because maybe Sony can make a Spider-Man movie that doesn't focus on, checking certain boxes, because it seems like Sony is the only one. Well, maybe other than maybe Spider-Verse, but Sony seems to be the only um, studio that doesn't believe in this shit, that doesn't make movies because this movie checks certain boxes. Let's see. Do you have a main character that happens to be that checks the T in the LGBT? Okay, there you go. Do you have a character that checks the L? Okay, there you go. Do you have a character that checks the B? There you go. It's just, it's insane. Which is why, to me, I'm happy that they're taking Spider-Man away from him. I don't want Disney to have control of Spider-Man or any of the characters in the Spider-Man universe. And look, it's if somewhere down the line they choose to make a Spider Woman movie, it's not that I'm not gonna watch it. It's just I want it to be because someone has a story they want to tell. If that's it, then I'll go watch it. If it's a good movie, I'll go watch it. But if for even a second I think that they're just promoting this because it's a female lead and not because not because it's a story, then I'm not gonna go watch it. I don't care who it is. Like, if you tell me you're gonna make, like, my favorite character superhero of all time is the Flash. If you make a Flash movie, even if it's the Flash who is the main lead, if you're telling me the only reason the movie exists is just to promote Iris West and she's gonna make the Flash look bad, then I'm not gonna watch it. I don't care if it's the Flash. I don't care if it's the Flash. I don't care. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this. Again, maybe someday in the future we're going to hear that it could be a week, it could be a month from now, but I feel like eventually Sony and Disney are going to make a deal where they'll get to keep Spider-Man in the MCU, because there's no way they're going to keep Spider-Man away from the MCU, because if you do, you're going to lose one of the only characters that's going to keep people coming back. Because if they find out that the MCU moving forward isn't going to have Spider-Man, then um, people are going to lose interest. People are going to lose interest. They're not going to want to continue with the MCU. I mean, I still think that one of the biggest reasons why people kept watching the MCU is because they wanted to see how the story was going to end, the Infinity Saga. But now that that story is over, you have to find other ways to keep people coming back. Okay, and yeah, you can bring in all of these comic book characters, but other than comic book fans, other than hardcore Marvel fans, you're not going to bring in like a general audience, because eventually when they find out that you don't really have a story you want to tell, it's just you're making these movies just because they're comic book characters. General audiences aren't going to go, because general audiences, most people don't even know these characters. Most people around the globe don't know who the Eternals are. They don't know who Shang-Chi is. They don't even know who Moon Knight is. I don't even know who Moon Knight is. This is the first. I only heard about him because of people on YouTube who talk about comic books. I never once read a Moon Knight comic, so I'm not interested in the Moon Knight TV show. Like, I'm not gonna subscribe to Disney Plus just because you have a Moon Knight TV show. I don't even know who he is. And from what I heard about people talking about it, it seems like it's not gonna be the Moon Knight they love, because it's under the Disney banner. Do you get what I mean? And I don't know. It's just, if Spider-Man's not going to be in the MCU, Spider-Man was probably the only character that would have brought like a general audience, because everyone on planet Earth knows who Spider-Man is. Well, maybe there are some people, but most people in the human race know who Spider-Man is. So they'll go see a movie if it has Spider-Man. That's why the Amazing Spider-Man still made a ton of money, even though it was a shit movie, because people love Spider-Man. If you don't have Spider-Man, then what's gonna keep people from coming back? I mean, Shang-Chi might be recognizable to comic book fans, but general audiences don't know who he is. And female Thor, again, general audiences aren't gonna know who she is. Comic book fans, yeah, they're gonna know who she is, but general audiences don't. General audiences, your general audience loves the Thor that we had up until now. They love Chris Hemsworth as Thor. But now you're telling them, oh, if Thor isn't going to be, or Chris Hemsworth isn't going to be Thor, oh, now it's going to be Natalie Portman. What? Like, you just, I mean, maybe people will go, I mean, people are going to go see Black Panther 2. They're going to go see Thor 4 just because you said Chris Hemsworth is in it, not because they want to see female Thor. And yes, it's female Thor. Fuck you, Taika Waititi. It's female Thor. And people are, they're going to go check out Guardians 3 because they loved Guardians 1 and 2. So they're going to go check out Guardians 3. And maybe we're finally going to see Adam Warlock, finally. Um, but yeah, other than that, I don't see anyone excited to see any of these movies. I mean, other than maybe Blade, and again, even then, he's only going to be popular among comic book fans, because the first Blade movie was released a long time ago, and a lot of people today have probably never even heard of that character, other than again comic book fans or comic book movie fans. But general audiences are not going to know who he is. I mean, maybe they'll go see it because it's Mahershala Ali, but that's it. And again, even then, if it's a bad movie, people aren't going to go. It doesn't matter who the character is. I mean, look at Justice League. Justice League has, it's a team of the most recognizable superheroes ever. You have Batman, you have Superman, you have Wonder Woman, you got Flash, Cyborg. Um, I mean, come on. And that movie barely made any money. Like, that should have been an easy $1 billion movie, but because the characters were shit, nobody was interested. It doesn't matter who it is. People won't go see a movie just because it has Superman, just because it has Batman. If it's a shit movie, people won't waste their time or their money. But anyway, that's it. I'm sorry I rambled long enough. Um, anyway, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I'm sorry about the rant. Anyway, that's all that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. Please hit that like button and please subscribe. It's really gonna help the channel. And if you want to help the channel more, please consider donating to my Patreon. I do plan on doing exclusive videos for my Patreon, so if you're interested, please check that out. I'll leave a link to it in the description down below, and I'll leave a link to this if you want to go read the article for yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I see you guys in the next one. Bye.